Thank you for joining us. Our holiday special today will take us to Israel, a land of great achievements and history, the historic homeland of the Jewish people who were exiled and persecuted for over 2,000 years. And now, since 1948, they've returned to rebuild, turning barren land into fertile green fields and making the desert bloom. Israel has successfully absorbed immigrants from all over the world and has also had to defend itself in several wars in which its Arab neighbors had hoped to wipe out and destroy Israel. But fortunately, they were all soundly defeated. Throughout all of this, the country remains the one shining star of democracy in the Middle East. Our program today is a tribute to the Israel Defense Forces and all those who defend the land of Israel and its right to exist. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Lieutenant General Benny Gantz, the IDF Chief of Staff, very clearly make these points.
Israel's Independence Day is a time for us to consider what makes Israel truly unique. Israel is unique in restoring sovereignty and the capacity for self-defense to a people who had been stateless and powerless for 2,000 years. Israel is unique in ingathering to an ancestral homeland and exiled people who had been scattered around the globe. Israel is unique in having become a global technological power despite the fact that we face threats faced by no other nation on earth. Israel is unique in the Middle East for having a vibrant liberal democracy where women are equal, minorities are free, and where all are subjects to the rule of law. But Israel is unique in one other important way. We are unique in having such passionate friends, Jews and non-Jews alike, for whom the well-being, security, and future of our country is so important. This passionate support, along with Israel's strong army, free economy, and dynamic society, is the pillar of our national strength. And this Independence Day, I want to thank the tens of millions of friends of Israel throughout the world for their unwavering support for the one and only Jewish state.
Hatikvah, the national anthem of the State of Israel, with its moving and inspiring message of hope. Israel has always wanted peace, but the Arab countries surrounding Israel, even though they have endless land and endless wealth and resources, most of them still refuse to make peace or even recognize Israel's right to exist. And this is despite the indisputable fact that Jewish people have lived in their ancestral homeland for over 3,000 years. More than 1,600 years, in fact, before Islam existed.
Children cannot go beyond their front yards to play in order to be near safety if there is a Tzeva Adom alert.
اليهود هم اليهود، هؤلاء هم الذين يجب أن يذبحوا ويجب أن يقتلوا. يهودي من خلفي، تعال مقامك ونحن نقطعها، والله لا نقطعها أيها اليهود. الله أكبر، الله أكبر، الله أكبر.
On 9/11, with the destruction of the World Trade Center, there was a general response in the Muslim world of delight.
وأشرف القتل وأعظم الشهادة هو أن يقتل الإنسان في سبيل الله.
This is the Holy Land. This is the place where the message of eternal peace burst forth and captured the imagination of the entire world. It's still a job that is before us. We have a lot of things to do to achieve that peace. But I want you to know in this holiday season that we send you our best tidings for peace in your lives and peace around the world.
The Jewish people has been handling or dealing with the same challenges for the last probably several thousand years. keeping our operational capabilities and staying strong. It's a very important one, because the first time we won't be strong enough, we won't be here.
The strength of the IDF is not only in its machinery, it's first and foremost in the people.
People that are fighting all the time, staying on the field, dealing with quite difficult missions, knowing really that someone cares. It's also the relation between the Jewish people and the Jewish nation.
The volatile Middle East seems over the years to constantly experience one drama after another. In the last few years, we've seen what began as unrest develop into riots and violence. Some of it more dramatic, with dictators dethroned and replaced by unknown new leaders who may or may not improve their countries or contribute to peace in the region. Some of these spontaneous or orchestrated uprisings have also been suppressed. Some were supported by the West, and other uprisings, such as the protests in Iran, were largely ignored. Some countries, such as Jordan, have better relations with Islamists and opposition groups. Some people are saying that what we saw in Egypt was not a popular revolution, but a succession of power orchestrated by the military.
This past year will go down in history as one of the unprecedented revolutions and changes throughout the Middle East. These changes have presented the State of Israel with new security challenges on all fronts, and we must prepare ourselves to deal with these threats in the future. Only a strong military is capable of contending with the complex challenges and threats ahead. The efforts made in the past year by the IDF, as well as by other militaries, have demonstrated that this battle can be won. During the past year, the IDF has made great strides in improving its operational response and capabilities through large-scale exercises and drills, by redefining and strengthening our routine defense activities on all fronts, and by developing technologically advanced systems such as the Iron Dome, which has thus far been deployed in 3 towns to protect more than 500,000 civilians in southern Israel from rockets fired at populated areas by terrorist factions. Even at this festive occasion, we must remember the IDF soldiers who are missing in action, held in captive, and cannot rejoice their holidays table. We all join in prayer and share the hope that during this coming year we will see their release, while the IDF will continue to operate to bring them home. We also mourn the loss of those who are no longer with us. We hold the brave families close, standing with them side by side. In the year to come, we will continue to stand strong against those who seek our demise, and as always remain the shield of the Jewish people worldwide. We do so even as we pray for security and peace, and though the IDF must be prepared for every possible scenario, we seek peace with all who lives with us in harmony. We eagerly await the fulfillment of the prophet Isaiah vision. Nations shall not lift up sword against nations, neither they shall learn war anymore. To the people of Israel and to all the Jews around the world, Happy New Year, Shana Tova.
Here's a very true and compelling thought. Israel has always wanted peace. And if the Arabs would put down their weapons, there'd be no more war. But if Israel would put down its weapons, there'd be no more Israel. Now, we'd much rather focus on happy subjects on our show, but the Jewish people are constantly under threat, even in their homeland, and must depend on the men and women of the IDF, the Israel Defense Forces, to protect their homes and families. We conclude this special edition of the Shalom Show today in the hope that there will be peace in the Middle East and, of course, peace worldwide. Thank you for being with us today.